Hi everyone and welcome to Fresh from My Garden. Today I am introducing a very beneficial fertilizer that will help our plant growth, and this is a bacteria called VAM. Here I have two forms of worm that can be used at different stages of plant growth, and in today's video I'm going to explain more about it. So please do watch the video until the end. Now today I have some seeds that I have soaked for a few hours and they are ready for planting. Many times when we try to grow a lot of plants from seed, we face a lot of issues such as root rot and fungal attack in the initial stages of plant growth. So in today's video, I'm sharing a simple remedy that we can use when we are planting our vegetables from seed. So now I have some vegetable seeds that are ready for planting, and at the time of planting I'm using this very important beneficial bacteria known as worm. Worm comes in the form of powder or granules, and they also come in the liquid form, which can be used at a different stage of plant growth. Worm, which is easily available in garden stores and online, is a beneficial bacteria known as Mycorrhiza that helps the plants develop well in its initial stages of growth. Mycorrhiza is a bacteria that helps these seeds develop its root ball really well in the initial stages of growth and helps the plant become stronger and resistant to a lot of fungal diseases or root borne diseases. In this video, I'm going to share how we use worm at different stages of the plant growth, and that will help our plants grow well and produce a lot of fruits and vegetables. Now I have a grow bag in which I have some garden soil with some compost and cocopeat, and to this I'm going to plant a few seeds of beans. So I'm making a space for sowing the seeds, and into each space I'll be adding 5 to 10 grams of warm powder or granules before sowing the seeds. Many times we don't add fertilizers directly at the root or the base of the plant, but in the case of worm, we need to make sure that it touches the seed so that it will help the seed grow well and develop a good, strong root system. After sprinkling the worm into each of the hole, I am going to place the seed directly on the worm and then lightly cover it up with some cocoa peat and compost mixture. So we have a ready-made mixture that we use, that is cocoa peat with some rice husk and compost. So I'm going to cover up the seed with this mixture, and we always have to make sure that whenever we are using worm, it should be used in moist soil. The soil in the grow bag was already slightly moist, and after covering up the seeds, we have to water it immediately to retain the moisture and keep the humidity so that the bacteria, that is mycorrhiza, will perform well and help the seeds germinate and help with the initial root development. Retaining moisture in the soil is very important to keep the bacteria active, so we are using some dried leaves from our garden to mulch the grow bag. Similarly, whenever we are planting any seeds directly in the ground, we can use mycorrhiza to place at the base before placing the seed on it. And this will help the roots develop well into the ground and help the plant grow strong and healthy. Mycorrhiza also helps with nutrient uptake from the soil to help the plant grow and produce a lot of fruits and vegetables. Many times, in spite of providing enough fertilizers, our plants don't seem to produce well, and this is because the plant is unable to uptake nutrient from the soil. Mycorrhiza is a bacteria that will help the plants to absorb nutrients, especially phosphorus from the soil, which is very important for growth of fruits and vegetables. VAM is also available in the liquid form, and if we are unable to add VAM powder or granules at the time of sowing the seeds, this can be used to help the root system of seedlings and smaller plants develop well so that they can grow well and be disease resistant. Use warm liquid as a soil drench and not as a foliar spray, and we use 10 ml of warm liquid in 1 liter of water, and we can add it directly at the base of the plants so that it will help the plants develop well and the roots get stronger. It will also prevent root rot and fungal issues that seedlings usually face during its initial stages of growth. Another stage of plant growth when you can use worm is during the transplant time. So, whenever we are growing seeds in seed trays, we can transplant them into bigger containers and use worm at the time of transplant to help these roots get stronger and the plant get bigger and produce a lot of fruits. So here I am using garden soil with some compost and cocopeat and adding 5 to 10 grams of worm into the container directly where I will be placing the root ball of this plant. So this is a plant that was grown without using worm, and at the time of transplant I'm transplanting them into a container after adding some worm to the soil. Since this bacteria is applied directly to the soil at the base of the plant near the roots, it is very important to keep the soil moist and also use this only in the evening so that it doesn't burn the roots of the plant. One very important thing to remember when using worm is not to use it with any kind of chemical fertilizers because this will kill the bacteria and not help with the plant growth. Also, make sure to use it only during the evenings and keep the soil consistently moist. If used correctly, worm helps with a strong root system, good nutrient uptake in plants, and overall good plant growth. If you found today's video useful, please do subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram for more gardening related updates. Thanks for watching Fresh from my garden.